Yo, what it do, family? High value basketball. We're back once again with the best basketball commentary on this side of the whole entire planet. The Kevin Durant trade has once again exploded the NBA. Man, Kevin Durant loves tilting the balance of the whole entire league, wielding his power as the Slim Reaper, easy money sniper, the god himself. You know who I am, Kevin freaking Durant, man. This guy has been traded to the Phoenix Suns, and once again, the whole NBA is shaking in their boots because not only has he been traded to the Suns have kept their original big three together and added him on. My goodness. The Suns team has gone from a middling fifth seed to the most dynamic starting five in the whole entire NBA. And it is time to talk about what it means for the 29 other teams and how they are about to take second place behind this dynamic Sun squad. Man, this is crazy. This is absolute insanity. First, we got to start off with the Sun squad because they have, of course, switched up the roster a little bit. So we got to break them down real quick, man. This Suns roster is looking super dynamic. Yes, they did lose two of essentially their most dynamic rotational players in Craig and what's your boy name, man? Oh, Mikal Bridges and stuff, yo. But those two players, they do not add up to one Kevin Durant, and they keep the primary rotation of the team together. So it looks like a projected start at five of something that's going to be super ridiculous of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, TJ Warren, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Ayton. My gosh, that's the most dynamic starting five in a long time. This is darn near like the Warriors. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? And not just like dynamic like the Warriors in the sense that, you know, this is the most scariest squad ever, probably the best team in history of the NBA ever. This is a different type. This is one of the most balanced teams ever. We got DeAndre Ayton, who's a super dynamic center. He's a number one all-pick center. We got Chris Paul, who is a Hall of Famer, bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer. We got freaking TJ Warren, who can be a bubble god in the right situation, playing along all of these players and the potential of open shots and open lanes for him to cut through to get in. He's going to excel. You got freaking Kevin Durant, who is freaking Kevin freaking Durant, who is a franchise god himself. And then you got freaking Booker, who's essentially a top three shooting guard in the whole entire of the NBA. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And they still keep the vast majority of their bench together. Like, you got to be kidding me. So with this team, man, they immediately leapfrog so many other squads in the NBA. Because it is just like, who's going to really match this team going forward? If we look at the Western Conference, the Suns, again, they're immediately right now as the fifth seed already as is. So with this squad, let's just say they have, some time they have trouble getting everything together. They lose some games they shouldn't lose. So they just stay at a fifth seed. Let's just keep them there. And we'll keep them there for drama's sake because the Mavericks are a 4 seed. Who's going to win that in the first round? You got Luka and Kyrie versus the big four in freaking Phoenix. Oh, they're definitely getting their revenge, so to speak, but their KD level revenge, and they are moving on. All these other playoff teams, though, that exist. The Clippers, they could definitely destroy the Clippers. Like KD. Man, KD got that. KD is going to step in and equalize the whole Kawhi Leonard thing. Paul George is not going to, be able to stand in the gap for all of that KD is offering that whole entire squad. Who else? The Grizzlies? The Grizzlies don't have enough offense to match what they got going on, enough versatility that the the Suns are going to have, the playmaking that the Suns are going to be able to do with Chris Paul officially going back to a maestro role. Like, he's not going to have to overextend himself because he's, older. Like, he's got these weapons now. Please, man, Chris Paul finna average 10, 11 assists. Who else? Really, the only team that's a threat are the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a very formidable team, but it's like I said before in my other videos about the Nuggets. They are a dynamic, super dynamic squad. However, they don't have that star level type player that pushes them over the hump. Of course, Jokic is who Jokic is, the Joker. But as we've seen him in the playoffs, he's super effective. He doesn't necessarily lose his effectiveness, but he's just not that take over the game kind of guy. They need a take over the game level star, and they don't have that. And now the Suns have that with KD. And because they have that, I truly believe that they can leapfrog the Nuggets and they can represent the West. As long as everything gels correctly, as long as, of course, there are no injuries, I could see them definitely going toe to toe with the Nuggets, going 6-7 games and getting it done. And they represent the West. But check it out. This move here changes the East now, because think about it. Brooklyn was in the mix and in the way for the top Eastern teams when they had KD and Kyrie. And now that both are gone, it's official. You can remove the Nets from, of course, championship contention, and it changes the balance of the playoffs in the East as well. This now gives Philadelphia new hope, because Philadelphia previously was looking a little shaky here, and they still look a little shaky because they just lost to Boston, and Boston is looking like the best team. But essentially, not just the 76ers, all of the Eastern contending teams, they now have one less chess piece on the board to worry about, and they can focus and hone in more on each other. It goes from a 4-team bloodbath to a 3-team. So it's the Bucks, the 76ers, and the Celtics. And based on, again, how I see the Celtics, this really just locks them in to represent the East. Because, of course, the Bucks are still great, but they're looking brittle and a little thin in the roster because Middleton can't really get it together. So they're kind of being exposed as a frail roster in comparison to Boston. And then the 76ers, they're just the 76ers, man. I stand by my video that's a few videos down, if you look in the library, where James Harden ruined the process. The process is over. They don't even use that terminology no more. They don't even say nothing about the process, do they? They talk about Joel Embiid and James Harden. Even the name is gone. Yeah, it's a good team, fun to watch, but I watch how they play. There's not that dynamic of a team flow. The ball doesn't move around enough. The ball sticks around. James Harden dribble. He's not doing it as much, but he's not that guy. He's not that guy. And again, it's the playoffs. You need those take over the game, get it done level guys. And Embiid is not that guy either. He's close. He's very close. He would have to be the guy to take over, and James Harden will have to not ruin it. But I still think that's with the combination of those two, they won't be able to get it done, because James Harden will ruin it enough to dismantle what Embiid is doing. And so that's enough time on the 76ers. So this the Cavaliers. Oh yeah, Jesus, man. I said the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, I didn't mention the Cavaliers. This really locks it in for me between the Cavaliers and the Celtics. Like, pretty much. So kind of remix what I said there. Cavaliers and Celtics, and it's a 2-team race. Yeah, forget all that other stuff. It's a 2-team race. And this is going to be super fun watching those two come out to see who could represent the East. But I see it. I'm seeing it now, man. Phoenix Suns representing the West versus either the Celtics or the Cavs. And this is going to be a super fun remaining rest of the season. The drama is at the highest level, man. We're going to watch some crazy battling of the standings. The Suns, like I say, they're the 5 seed because of Kevin Durant and everything. If they gel, I can see them reeling off 7 straight games or something and rocket into the 2 seed or rocket into the 1 seed, something crazy. You never know, man. But the playoffs are going to be on fire. And the Lakers, who just made this buzz and this news, who got better, improved themselves, They officially have locked themselves in now due to what the Phoenix Suns have done as a second round playoff team. And man, with all these stars moving and stuff like that, hate to pivot to make things about LeBron, but everything is always about LeBron because, the championship window is shut. Barring injuries, sorry, my boy, you are not getting anything done. You better go hop on one of these teams and go make you another super team or something, man. Have people mad at you again. But, Kevin Durant, man, destroying the league once again. High value basketball. Peace.